Okay, so for this deep dive, we're looking at a company called Picmagic.co. It's an online service, and the pitch is pretty simple. Quick, affordable photo touch-ups for a small fee.
Exactly. And our mission today is to sort of look past that initial marketing and see what customers are actually saying. We're really focusing on transparency, specifically around their pricing and, well, who is actually running the show.
Okay, so let's get into it. The offer itself sounds really good. Just what, $10 for your first photo?
It's very appealing.
But that's where the user experience seems to take a sharp turn.
It really does. I mean, the first thing you notice when you look at the feedback is just the ratings. On a site like Trustpilot, they're hovering around 1.1 stars.
Wow, 1.1. You don't get a rating that low unless something is, fundamentally not what it seems.
Right. And it boils down to what users are calling an alleged hidden subscription.
A hidden subscription.
Yeah. People report paying that initial $10, but then they're automatically enrolled in a much larger recurring monthly charge. We're seeing reports of around $50 or £50.
And the claim is they didn't clearly consent to this.
The complaint is that it was not made obvious at all. Many people only find out when they see the charge trying to process through their bank or PayPal, sometimes weeks later.
So that really feels like a classic subscription trap model, which, makes you wonder who is actually behind this.
And that's the next big piece of the puzzle. We looked into the platform's age. We used the WHOIS registration. It's like a website's birth certificate. And the site was only created in April 2025.
So it's brand new.
Very new, which isn't a problem on its own, but
But when you combine it with asking for recurring payments and the fact that we couldn't find anyone associated with the company, no founder, no team, no profiles, nothing.
exactly. And that anonymity is a huge factor in consumer risk.
Mm.
Legitimate companies usually want to build trust. They show you who they are. When a service is asking for $50 a month with zero transparency, you have to ask, who do you even contact if there's a problem?
Right. And if you do get hit with that charge, you did immediately try to contact support, I assume. What did we find there?
Well, they do provide an email and a phone number.
Okay, so that's something.
It seems like it, but when we investigated, that support phone number appears to have been copied from another source online.
So the support channel itself might not be reliable.
It certainly raises questions about how accessible help is when users really need it. So if we connect all the dots, the reports of hidden fees, the incredibly low user satisfaction, the fact that it's a new operation, and the total lack of transparency, it all suggests that users should be really, really cautious.
So the big takeaway for you, the listener, is pretty clear. When you're looking for these kinds of quick online services, it just makes sense to stick with platforms that have a long history of positive, verified reviews and, most importantly, crystal clear pricing.
It does raise a bigger question, though, doesn't it? How much due diligence do we all owe ourselves before we click that subscribe button? And what are the simple checks, like just looking for a team page or checking a registration date, that can protect us from these kinds of billing headaches?